Welcome everybody, it's Tractorchute here. Welcome to Monday. No, we're not going to do that. Welcome everybody, it's Tractorchute here, and happy Canada Day. What a great day it is, and I wish the very best Canada Day to all my fellow Canadians here. I'm a little bit late, but in my time zone, it's still Canada Day for another 45 minutes. So let's get this baby up here at a fairly busy day. Therefore, this is going to be late, but better late than never, as I always say. In the upper right-hand corner, we have a special match today by our favorite breakfast food, Hashbrowns. Promised me a great one as I sifted through my replays thinking, being Canada today, I'm on one of the best games I can get for lower league, or any league for that matter, and I've been promised this by Hashbrowns, so I'm hoping for the best here. He's going to get the standard wall off there of the BIGASS Supply Depot and... Supply Depot again. Alright. In the lower left-hand corner, we have BIGASS. And that is why I am a little bit laughter over this. Anyways, BIGASS will be the name of the character in the bottom left-hand corner. I am a little bit curious why that did not get filtered out by Blizzard. I believe they have a filter on names, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe you can use whatever name you want. Alright, let's get this baby going here. We're going to start ourselves up, bring up the units tab, see who's getting the most units out to start this game, because nobody's doing any scouting, but BIGASS is now going to do a bit of scouting here. Not too sure why he's taking the super long route. Maybe he figures that guy is so far out of shape, he's going to make that boy run today. Here he goes all the way around the outside of the map, or maybe he's taking some hidden expansions in the meantime, or maybe he wants that Naga Tower. Alright, he's going to elect to take the Naga Towers rather than scout. I don't know if that's the best choice in the world. You usually like to see some scouting done just so you kind of know what's coming your way, but fair enough. You want to take that Naga Towers, which really don't cover off a whole heck of a lot. If you look at the map here, he can see all the way up to there on the mini-map. So, you know, he's got vision to about here. Meanwhile, you know, the majority of the players are coming right through the middle. But fair enough. Don't scout, take the Naga Towers. I will not judge you, my good man, and I will let everybody here know both these guys are bronze. I love when two bronze guys get together to get some action going here. These are some badass bronzers we got going today here. That's almost what I should call every single Monday's badass bronzer day and get me some two bronzers. But who knows, we'll come up with something anyways. There we go, we're going to get 2 and 3. And Hashbrowns is stacking up an army down at the other end here. And we've come to a little bit of a halt here. There we go. We're moving again here. And BIGASS apparently isn't doing a whole heck of a lot. He does have a siege tank here and is getting that sieged up there. So is going to look like he's going to go for a little bit of a turtle type build and sit in his base here. Does see the siege tank there. Does Hashbrowns there. Gets out of there with losing one Marine. Pretty much lost the other two as they're pretty much dead as well. So he is going to use them just to run around here as he does know what is at the other end. Now he can expect to probably see some Marine Marauder tank type build, maybe with a couple medevacs thrown in there, but more likely that's what's going to happen. He did get a Tech Lab first, so very well done there. Tech Lab is getting him a little bit of combat shield, and under that he's got another barracks and a factory, and is going with the command center. I believe we have seen this out of him once before. Looks like a very similar build. In fact, it's the exact same build I think he did against Kitty, or pretty darn close, but hey, if it works and it ain't broke, don't fix it, if you ask me. And we have a turret going up here. Well done, BIGASS. Not very often you see a turret going down in that exact location, but fair enough, you can put a turret there if you wish. I'm not too sure what you're fending off there. Maybe you are detecting cloaked units from coming up the ramp, or you think the Banshees will elect to fly right up the front door. Either way, I am going to let you guys decide out there what you think the reason for that turret is, because it's not a very common spot to see it. That's all. I'm just a little baffled. Under that, there we do have the engineering bay out here, so we'll see what Hashbrowns decides to do that with that, whether or not he's going to go to a turret build or maybe use it for upgrades to get himself a few early upgrades, as we are only at the 8-minute mark when that went down here. There goes the expansion. I would have to imagine 1 or 2 of these siege tanks are going to come down here. This one's in a very good position over here, but the other 2 tanks will probably come down to guard the front ramp and then maybe get a few Marines or something in front of them as well. We are supply blocked here, so not doing too good on the keeping an eye on your supply count, are you there, BIGASS? I keep forgetting if you're badass or BIGASS. I would have preferred you name badass, but if you want to be BIGASS, that's quite fine. I'll try and remember that. Here we also have an armory going down. Very interesting, right? Going into a Thor build, which would be kind of neat, but we'll soon find out here. We're going to a tank and to a Widow Mine as well as Hashbrowns. It does look like we have a Raven. I'm not understanding. Is he really worried about detection here? It's just a strange build. He's got a turret up here, a few tanks around it, which is fine. The turret's a little weird and odd position. Then he has a Raven on the map too. And I will tell you this right now, if you're a Bronze League player, I promise you those Ravens aren't being used for secret missiles and dropping turrets down. They're usually only used for detection, but this could be a very super bronze player that really does know how to use all these specialty units, but who knows, we'll soon find out here. And their Hashbrowns units do make it all the way back to the base there. They tell some stories that no man wants to remember. Does get the Widow Mine burrowed in the front door, does have the tank down there as well. So both of them heading into a fairly macro-heavy game here if we take a look at the income count. Somewhat close, but Hashbrowns is a fair bit up there, so must have a much better peasant count than I would have to imagine. Yes, he must. There's only 11 SCVs mining minerals at the one base here. If we take a look, it is 32 to 24 Hashbrowns, so doing very well as far as the macro game goes here. All right, that's enough of that. Let's speed this baby up. I will tell you, we did have a heck of a fireworks show here tonight, which I did go down to C4 Canada today. We always take our kids down there every single year. Not down there, I actually live way up on the mountain there, so a lot of times we will elect to stay up here, which is what we usually do. We go out to, there's a peak that we go to there. There's quite a few people that showed up this year, and we all watched it from up here. We do go down there. The odd times, just traffic's ridiculous. It literally takes us 2 hours to get home for a 15-minute drive normally. So we've been electing to stay up here and watch it from the hill. A lot of people are electing to watch it from their house each year more and more. Do elect that because it is very busy down there, especially when you're leaving. Anyways, back to the game here. We have 3 Ravens. What in the hell? I am very curious what's going to happen here. 3 Ravens moving down for BIGASS. Not too sure what he plans with these. Maybe he is using them for their specialty, which is very surprising. In Bronze League, this is usually not a maneuver. Same with the Templars as well. For the Protoss, usually don't see him used because they're a specialty unit. But we're going to see. He does have 3 moving in, so we will see a turret drop in the mineral line more than likely here. But the missile turrets are there. That's going to cause some troubles here. Does drop down the turrets here. Gets down, I believe, 3 turrets down here, 4 turrets down here, but ends up losing. Is he going to end up losing those? He doesn't fly him right out of there. These turrets are really going to work. Have almost taken out the one. There, they get rid of one of the turrets there with all those turret drops there. Turrets on turrets. They did take out the missile turret there, so have done their damage. They are taking out some SCVs, so very well done. Siege Tank will try and finish them off. They obviously won't kill that command center. So not a bad little harass there with the 3 Ravens. Very unique. I will give you that much for Bronze League. Very unique for any league, but that was pretty golden dropping those in there. I do like seeing some interesting play. We have a lot of Widow Mines on the field for Hashbrowns here. I guess he's going to bury him out there so he doesn't get dropped on again here. So not a bad maneuver by him. These turrets, of course, do last forever, so getting the siege in there to finish him off is a very good idea. And he is turning around. Looks like he wants a little bit more. He doesn't have a lot of energy there. Has 39 energy on the one, enough for nothing, but does have enough for a secret missile or a turret drop with the second Raven here. So let's see what he's going to do with this. I am actually very curious myself. This is actually kind of funny. I love seeing unique gameplay that you're not used to. Does drop down a couple turrets there. Those go down right away to the siege tank. They don't have a lot of hit points. They're going to go down. No, 0 kills. So big waste of time there. If you want to take a look at this, he did manage to get 4 workers kills, so wasn't overly bad. Gets 8 unit kills altogether to Hashbrowns 1. So not bad. His 1, of course, being the Raven kill that he got there. So not bad there. Does have these Widow Mines now in possession, so nothing else will be getting in that side door there. And we'll go back over here. It does have these straight turret / supply depot wall. Usually I like to see bunkers replacing those turrets. It is odd to see turrets right at the front door, but not unheard of. Like I say, maybe he is really worried about getting some cloaks coming in here, but he really is turret heavy, and he is going right to a battle cruiser build. So very interesting now out of BIGASS here. Very interesting. So it will be battle cruisers basically versus Widow Mine / Tank Marine. Very unique build out of Hashbrowns, which he has done once before and is going to do it again here for our viewing pleasure. This could be another similar game to when he played Kitty, which was a very great game, as he does have enough Widow Mines out there to start plunking them all over the map. So we'll just see if he determines to do that or if he's going to go right to Thor. Does have the double engineering base, so maybe he's going to go pretty heavy on the Marine build here. Maybe a lot of Marine Marauder. I'm not too sure here. Really not too sure why he's going with 2 of them, especially if he's going with the tank Widow Mine, but it's not bad. We'll get him his upgrades quick, and it might get him out right away here to pressure with some better upgrades here. Does have 1 SCV going out here. I'm not too sure if he's scheduled to build anything. He is actually going to build a sensor tower. He really likes sensor towers, does Hashbrowns here. That will get picked up by the unit up here. Let's take a look. Can he actually see that? Big Ass should, yes, he can see the SCV floating around there. So Big Ass will more than likely know something weird is going on down there, or we'll just choose to ignore it there. It is kind of an odd place there. But either way, we do have two. That will be the third sensor tower that goes up here, and we are going to drop an expansion over here. It does look like by Hashbrowns. Way over here, we have another SCV. Not too sure what he's intending to do here. Maybe drop down another expansion. We will speed this along. Send another sensor tower. Is going for mass sensor tower build here. Is Hashbrowns here. Oh, that's going to get intercepted by an SCV. Has detected the sensor towers there. Not that that sensor tower is going to do him a whole heck of a lot of good, but will help him if he's trying to move across the map to let him know exactly where any units are. He wheels around with that SCV. That SCV is going to go all the way back home and tell all his good friends what he's seen. He's going to say, boys, I just see me. What the? Alright, he's going to like to build his command center up here. Realistically, could have dropped his command center here still. Not too sure why he felt the need to travel 6 miles to plant it. Maybe didn't want Hashbrowns to know where it was going. But to each their own, just very, very odd. Here might be a little bit of trouble, but does have a lot of Marines there. Marines will obviously take that down right away there, so didn't do him a whole lot of good. Is going to take out this sensor tower as well. Really denying any vision for Hashbrowns now, so very well done by Big Ass. So proud of you, my good man, as his third is finishing up there. Hashbrowns, on the other hand, does have his fourth up already. He's not mining out of his third or his fourth yet, but does have him up there. Siege tank finished off the rest of those turrets. Other than that, there, let's take a look at our army count. We are, wow, double the SCVs for Hashbrowns. What a economy advantage he has right now. Has the 10 tanks to the 4 tanks of Big Ass there. 37 Marines for Big Ass, or for Hashbrowns, sorry. And 6 battle cruisers and 2 Marines with 2 Ravens for Big Ass there. So definitely heavy on the Marine count is Hashbrowns here. So that's probably more than likely why he has the 2 engineering bays. Or maybe not. He does have... He has 1 for ground weapons, 0 for armor, but he does have 2 engineering bays, so I am so very proud of you, my young man. And you are going, wow, right into Stargate. Wow, we have a 5 factories, 3 Stargates, sorry. Not too sure what this build is. Maybe this is just called the Tech 3, Tech 4 unit build, or this is a good mixture of everything. This is insane. Up here, we do have some more turret drops with these 2 very annoying Ravens. I would imagine Hashbrowns is probably getting a little bit fed up at this point in time. Really could have left that command center there. Those turrets will be there forever trying to shoot that down there. Is building all his barracks down here. He has got so many production buildings here. This is unbelievable. I'm actually curious of his income advantage here. 14. Wow. Wow, that is incredible. So he is really getting money left, right, and center here. So very well done by Hashbrowns there. If we take a look here at our production tab, we do have these 6 more Widow Mines coming out. Wow, so he's really sticking to the heavy Widow Mine. Not too sure what his starports are for yet, but I'm sure he's got some sort of plan here. We are obviously getting all these ship upgrades as well as the extra energy for the battlecruiser. I believe that one is, if I am not mistaken. Yes, it is. It gives another 25 to start there. So he is going to get into a Yamato cannon type use for these things here. So very well done. Should be fairly interesting once he does get up there. We will get a battlecruiser against a fairly mass Widow Mine Marine army with the tanks to cover off the ground. Wow. Very good army by Hashbrowns here as he is starting to move out here. Let's take a look at his unit count. 53 Marines, 12 tanks, and 21 Widow Mines. That is crazy. Wowzer. So he's going to move his way all the way up here. It will run into those turrets there. He'll knock them down pretty darn quick there. So very well done there. He's moving around the outside of the map, but now he knows exactly where he's coming from. And Big Ass is getting excited. He's bouncing up and down here because he knows exactly where Hashbrowns is going to make his way down here. He's going to come right down the side. Let's see if he's going to get anything to stop him. Not really, eh? He can really get into here, knock this down. Does have the battlecruiser to worry about, but if he gets the burrow down quick enough, that'll be quite fine. Maybe he's just scouting for expansions right now, as he did back off of that one fairly quick. Did manage to find the Ravens. Ravens do scout the army. They are flying out of there. They don't want to get killed. They definitely wants to keep as many units as he can for this here. So we're going to move right up here. 200 army, 229. Does Hashbrown have that advantage here? Whoa, a little bit of an attack there. It is just the Marine on the Naga Tower, so nothing to worry about there. So he is looking around here. Does have the view up top here. Does get scanned though. Big Ass knows exactly where that army is. So very good scan by Big Ass there. And Hashbrowns will move up here. There's a double scan. He wants to make sure he does know he's coming in here. I would imagine he might want to get the battlecruisers into position here. Could be trouble. We're going to see whether or not he has good enough control on these Widow Mines. Burying them right there would be perfect. Let's see if they decide to... Yes, he does double-click him and burrows him down there. This is big trouble. They are going to get shots off left, right, and center. Oh, and they melt away at those battle cruisers. This amount of Marines should be able to get through those battle cruisers fairly quickly, I would have to imagine. Yes, they are melting them one by one here. Siege tanks are going to work at everything on the ground here. Battle cruisers are obviously getting a lot of kills as they do have the upgrades here. The 2-2 upgrades does finish them off here. Brings the 2 more to reinforce here. They should be able to probably finish off another one to reinforce here. So they will melt Marines. Marines are not the best against battle cruisers, especially since I don't believe we... Oh, we did get a stim off. My apologies. I was about to say we did not get a stim off, but either way, those battle cruisers just too strong with the 2-2 upgrades, especially when you are going against 0-1 upgrades. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe Hashbrowns pay a bit more attention, move right over here into these little mines. He would be able to finish that off, but is not going to, so really a big waste of little mines that are recharged here. Might even fly right into it. Yep, there he does get shot there. And does fly out. No, he's going to fly right in here. Who needs that battle cruiser? Right, big ass? There you go. Battle cruisers are expendable for any of you bronzers that don't know that. Battle cruisers, you just waste them just like that. I'm actually just kidding. Do not waste your battle cruisers like that. Not too sure why he did that. Maybe he wasn't paying attention. Who knows? This is just going to burn itself down unless he elects to bring it down here and get it repaired. Now let's take a look here. It is down to basically 3 battle cruisers, 2 Ravens, and the 4 siege tanks, to the 11 siege tanks and 11 Marines, but we still have 21 Widow Mines on the field. Of course, packing heat with them, he is only packing 7, so not packing a lot of heat. Does burrow him out here. Maybe he's hoping the battle cruisers come over here. We'll soon find out. I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't mind seeing him burrowed maybe a little bit further up. Obviously, with the siege fire there, would have been a lot of trouble, but we'll soon find out what he decides to do with this. Still has those 2 Ravens down here. This is almost burnt, and now is repairing it, so we'll end up saving that. He's going to drop some turrets down there. They're not going to do any good. Just too much siege fire there. Is bringing down a lot of SCVs. Not too sure what he plans on doing. Maybe placing turrets? I'm not too sure. Either way, Hashbrowns has a fairly unique way to approach this. A lot more Widow Mines. I do like that. Maybe send them in there with something, or send some sort of distraction so you can get the Widow Mines a little bit closer and slowly work your way up there. Of course, that is also scary. You're almost better off just carrying with your army and just committing, because the siege fire will get them, especially with the scans. Once he does know they are there, is moving a lot more Widow Mines, up to 32 Widow Mines. Is sending these SCVs back. That must have been a mistake bringing them up the first time, so they're going to make their way back here. These Ravens going back to harass one more time. This is, of course, mined out, so they won't do any good there. This is almost mined out, so basically working off the 3rd base here. Obviously does need to get an extra one on the gas. Maybe take one off of there, I would recommend. 4-on-1 gas is not very efficient. And here we go. Now we're going to get the scan and the furthest range of the siege fire that we can here. They're going to take down some of these supply depots, and these turrets here. Has a lot of these broad here, so if BIGASS does choose to approach that, he's going to be dead in a heartbeat. That is a lot of Widow Mines sitting down there, so very well done there. Very well done to macro up as well. Does get that out here. If he can hold him to 2 bases, and I believe Hashbrown does know this, that on 2 bases he's going to be in big trouble, but little does Hashbrowns know that his mining has been so piss poor that he's only mining with 2 SCVs, has a lot of idle SCVs, not entirely sure why, or if he's even paying attention, or maybe Henry and Bob were good this pay period, they get a little bit of time off. I really don't know. This is very weird. Does get the 3rd over there. I'm not too sure if Hashbrown's seen that. If he does need to go take that out. Really needs to seclude him to these 2 bases, as he does kind of have him pinned in there. It is 200 to 80 in food, so realistically could walk up there and kill him, so we will speed this up. No need to sit around and watch everybody sit there. We do have an attack up here if you want to see it. A lot of turret drops here. They're taking out everything they can here. Does burrow the Widow Mines, not realizing Widow Mines will not attack any form of building, so I do not believe they will attack those things at all, and does have enough Marine fire to take that out here. Here we go. He's going to burrow these guys right in the mineral line. That should be enough for that expansion. You might want to find somewhere else to expand BIGASS, or at least I am going to recommend that for you. Way up here, he is starting to get a little bit more of a battle cruiser count here. Either way, he is still 200 to 83 in food, so it's really big trouble. We do have a scouting command center here that is carrying 3 SCVs, so very brilliant. Few more turrets down here. There's some more siege fire here. They're going to do some more damage here. I'm not too sure if Hashbrowns realize how far ahead he is at this point in time. Is supply blocked now finally, as those turrets did do enough damage. Wow, look at that. That is the ultimate SCV transfer. Let's take a look there. That is 24, 32, 38 transfer. That is insane. Here comes the battle cruiser. They're going to move right in there. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, a lot of Widow mines there. Hashbrowns really needs to coax them in here every time he can to try and get some more of those Widow mine shots off here. Wouldn't mind seeing him maybe doing a little bit of in and out to get him right in here, in and out. You like that? Anyways, I wouldn't mind seeing him do that just to get him into the Widow mine fire. Here we go. Oh, that is, oh, this is, no, don't keep going. He finally scans, so he will take him out, but they've already done their damage. This is big trouble. Wow, look at the amount of damage they ended up doing there. Does end up losing a couple of them in there. It barely saves that one there. Like to think that one is going to get repaired there. Wasn't the best engagement for Hashbrowns. He did have enough Widow mines that he really could have coaxed them in to get them all to fire earlier and finish them off with the Marines on a stem. But fair enough. Either way, that did not happen. And we have we still have a hovering command center over here for Big Ass here. Big Ass better get his big balls moving here. He's got to get this planted down pretty darn quick. Hashbrowns way up here. What a great SCV transfer. He has transferred them all over here for a team meeting. Team meeting is apparently at the top middle location. So he did a 38 SCV transfer, and they're all having a little chit-chat, little union chat, deciding what they want for the next contract, determining that Hashbrowns isn't paying them enough, and they're a little bit pissed off at the expendability that they feel they are worthless. So they're going to sit there and have that meeting for a little while longer. While over here, Hashbrowns is still just massacring, keeping that 200 food count. Does have a lot more Widow mines. This is insane. 16, 22 Widow mines on this side of the field. This is absolutely unbelievable. That has gone up now to 860. Still at 22, actually. Not too sure what he's going to choose to do with this. Might want to just wheel them all up here and just burrow them all at the top of the ramp. He's got so many, I don't think he's going to lose them all to the siege fire. And plus, it would be very funny, and I'd be very interested to see whether or not he gets up there and buried or not. This should put him almost up to 30. This is insane here. That's 29 there altogether. This is crazy. Not too sure what he's going to choose to do with it. Finally, he has dropped that command center down there. Team meeting still happening. Contract negotiations haven't been worked out yet for the SCVs of Hashbrowns there. There he sits right in the siege fire. Loses some more of those Widow mines. Wouldn't mind seeing Hashbrowns smarten up and get his arse up there with the Widow mines here. As realistically, Big Ass isn't doing piss all there and sitting in his base here and not building anything. Really feels secluded. We take a look. He really doesn't have any money, so he is definitely spending the money going to battle cruisers. It is hard to keep some money count. Did elect to burn them all at the bottom here. Not too sure why. There was, well, he does have 5 siege tanks, so it would have been pretty deadly. But apparently he does not want to walk the Widow mines up there, but has no problem walking his Marines up there. So we'll lose every one of those Marines like nothing there. They go dead. Did he just... I think that he just Yamato cannoned a medevac, so fairly brilliant. Not too sure why you would elect to do that. It was a medevac or a tank. I really missed that, but either way, it is senseless to go back and view it. I still can't believe how long this contract negotiation is happening. I realize at the same time Hashbrowns is not dying for money, which is probably why he hasn't noticed that at all. Has he elected upgrade? He is at 0-2 for upgrades with the double engineering bay. Not the most efficient upgrader in the world is Hashbrowns, but either way, he is very efficient at building a 200 army and has a very good macro game, so I will give you that much. Finally, we are getting mining up here. Has 3 entire workers up here and 2 turrets. I'm very confused why he keeps building turrets. He might want to, maybe he's trying to detect the Widow mines, but either way, he hasn't seen a lot of air out of Hashbrowns or a lot of any cloak other than the Widow mines. So not too sure if the turret count is the best use of his money. But he is finally actually almost has his first saturated base. Has 18 workers out of 21 working on this base here. Is building another turret. Really likes those turrets here. Maybe not realizing that he can build orbital commands. He does have 1 orbital command. Yep, just 1. 1 out of 3 isn't very bad. So I was going to say he's a medium bronzer, but I think he's almost a low-end bronzer. Hashbrowns, I'm going to say he's probably a 7 out of 10 bronzer, so almost a top bronzer. Both these guys are definitely not the greatest by no means. Did we just stop time? No, we did not stop time. We just have a bunch of Marines that are standing in the middle of the map. They finally elected to continue moving, almost like they did a freeze frame flash mob type thing. You know those ones where everybody freezes? I've seen them a few times online. They just freeze there and everybody has no idea why they're freezing, and then eventually they move like 2 or 3 minutes later. Anyways, either way, maybe I'm speaking nonsense, but that is a crap ton. We have 50 Widow mines. I think Hashbrowns is going for the world record of Widow mine count because this is unbelievable. It's not a bad idea, but he's not using them. He's really got to go up and down, maybe coax some battle cruisers out, or just take them all up, take the little bit of siege fire they're going to get, and bury them in there because they're... Wow! Look at this move. This is brilliant. I didn't think he was doing anything, but Hashbrowns is moving up. Finally elects to burrow all those little mines at the top of the ramp here. They're going to get some shots off. Don't know if it's going to be enough. He is going to be in for a rude awakening once these Banshees get down there. That is absolutely brilliant. Maybe I was just looking to talk nonsense and I didn't even see that. This could be the smartest thing in the world. Does he have cloak? He does have cloak. This could be very interesting as they're going to move right in there. Don't cloak whatever you do. Do not waste any of your energy. He is not cloaking. He is going to go for all these kills. Obviously, Banshees are not the greatest in the world, but in a mass amount, they could do a lot of damage here. If it does turn into a base race, Hashbrowns might be in a little bit of trouble as his Widow Mines will not take out buildings. So this could be very interesting. All these SCVs have left the union meeting, said screw this. Hashbrowns is not helping us. We're just expendable as they were all getting rocked. Now he's going to move up there with all those Banshees. Hashbrowns trying to figure out what he wants to do to get inside of this base here. Really needs to just bring all those Widow Mines up. Just burrow them right in the natural. Contain him. He is trying to move him in. Finally is he electing to try and coax those battle cruisers in there. All these Banshees are moving in there. They're cloaked. Not entirely sure why. Where do we have detection here? It does have detection here. Not too sure where else he detected. Maybe he ran a scan down there. But either way, he's going to do as much damage as he can to these production buildings here. Finally, the Widow Mines are moving up here. They need to burrow right now. They're going to get burrowed. They should go off and kill everything in sight here pretty much. There goes another one. Is down to basically one battle cruiser. That battle cruiser has vision right there. He is seeing everything. We are moving up some more Widow Mines here. Those Widow Mines are also going to bury. That will finish off the last of the battle cruisers here. This battle cruiser should go down fairly quick here. There he does. He does go down here. Now he does need to burrow him inside of that mineral line as well. Up here we do have some more of these Banshees. Is he down to 4 Banshees? Oh, he still has 9 Banshees here. Not entirely sure where the rest of these Banshees went here. They all actually flew back. They're going to try and protect their base here. So this is actually, don't know if it's the best of maneuvers or maybe they were already sitting here. It could be my bad. They're going to fly right over top. No vision. If Hashbrown scans here, all these Banshees would probably go down to Widow Mine fire. But not now. He's just killed too many of them. Very brilliant by him there. Hashbrown did not see that. Did not get the scan down. Is losing some buildings here, but with only 4 Banshees, they're not going to do a whole heck of a lot of damage. These guys are off. They've negotiated the contract. They're back to work. So very brilliant there. He is working on every single production building that he can here. There's a lot of Marines that have been produced by Hashbrowns here. That might be enough for him to finish this game off as he is right in the expansion here, but isn't really doing anything. He's kind of sitting back. The mineral count is right up there, just missing gas, realistically, is BIGASS here. So not too sure what he's going to decide to do. It could be close either way. They're both very far from finishing this game here, but they are both, oh no, do not need to be taking those Widow Mine shots, especially on a Banshee. They break like glass. He is going to fly right over top all these Marines here. Really doesn't want to stop as he knows he'll get scanned and engaged. Does look like Hashbrowns has seen that. Doesn't lay down the scan, but does choose to go back to the other base there. So he does know that the Banshees have left. Is getting an attack in over here at the same time. He is doing an SCV attack. Very brilliant. This is definitely not recommended either, but you got to do what you got to do. The other Widow Mines, the other SCVs, the BIGASS, were just standing there taking it up the ass. But they finally turned around. No, they're still taking. Look at me, bent right over in front of the command center. He's like, give it to me, damn it. Oh, look at those SCVs just get taken apart. Here are the cloaked Banshees there. They're going to go down fairly quick because they really don't have a lot of hit points or armor. They're not the greatest for attacking. So they end up going down right away here. It does look like Hashbrowns will end up cleaning this up here, as I can't imagine BIGASS coming back. BIGASS has said good game. Very well done. My condolences to you, BIGASS. Congrats to you, Hashbrowns. I'm going to say, if you're going to burn your french fries, you like to eat toast in the morning, put pancakes on your waffles. Don't let the whipped cream get in the way, especially when you're having sex. Thanks so much for watching. Be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.